nights at the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 38, Trubisky. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Drop deep, drop deep. Lock in, lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Ready? Ready? I'm here all day. Ready?
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Newton and Olsen here with a connection. Give them a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's been a long day for you. Four's the mic. Great. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
56.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Alert.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Robinson's got it. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 49 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They run on first down with Jackson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Dobbs, and he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 23 yards on the tuck and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. Dancing to his left.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Back to throw Dobbs. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check your hot read.
Good move. Motion. Under crunch. Move. Under 10.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 45 on second down, Trubisky completes it to Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, ball. Ran, tuck.
Check 59, Mike.
They try again with Cohen. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On first down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Going deep this time for Miller. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 83 yards as the Bears push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Dobbs to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's got Burton here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Trevathan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, Dobbs. And no, it's incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Play. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen. 56 is Mike, 56 is the Mike.
You must be dreaming.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second down.
They run again with Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Dobbs. Past the 20. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
Brings up second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
Alert!
They run. This is Cohen. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now they'll run it with Cohen, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here we go, here we go.
Ran, go. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
That's it, baby.
Complete to Anthony Miller. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and...
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Check. Motion, pop.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Man, I got you.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Push him back. Tight dog. Ran, dog.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Now it's Trubisky in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 20.